Good evening, and welcome live. I'm back live, given another treat on this wonderful day. I'm just now waiting for an audience. Okay, and whilst I'm sitting here waiting for an audience, I'm just going to sit gracefully in my sacred I am presence, connecting with the energy that's coming forth around me at this time. So, just in now with the energy that's coming in. I'm fully working here, gracefully working with the Mahatma. Many people will recognize, if anybody recognizes the Mahatma is a golden white light. I'm just sitting here connecting with the energy that's coming forth around me at this time. I also am joined here by Horus as well. Horus is here fully with me at this time. So I'm now going to start my live, and as I'm sitting here with the live, just bear with me a moment. Okay. I was just connecting with the tree energy. The tree energy is very is doing an important task at the moment. But the trees remind me very much of the cycle of life. And as we are embracing the cycle of life, we are shifting from the old and entering the new. And this is what this current energy is about: entering the new, leaving the old behind us, moving forward. And this is very important now as we are entering further into the solstice gateway. But very importantly, I want to connect very much with the oak tree. The oak tree is very poignant at this time. I don't know if you walk along at this moment where the trees are actually going through an important cycle, and they're letting go. The message from the trees about letting go. So what they're doing at the moment during this time frame of fall is they let go. Okay. So if there is yes, somebody's trying to message me over on Messenger. So basically what they're telling us is it's okay to let go. So let go, and again, a very important message for us at this time, to let go of the old and enter the new, and it's very important. As I'm connecting very much with the oak tree, I connect with Mars and Jupiter. Mars and Jupiter, not just as in deity status, but I also connect with the planets. Jupiter and Mars very much remind me of the Father and the Son, and connecting with the oak tree, okay, it comes forth with greater wisdom, very masculine, energy that comes through with the oak tree. And again, with that, the oak tree is a symbol of wisdom and knowledge that is unfolding. So it's very important as we're connecting with the oak tree, it's about connecting with the wisdom and the knowledge. And this is something that's coming through at this time as we're connecting with the current energy. It's activating us to an even higher sense of consciousness, a higher sense of awareness. It also it sets to remind us about our sacred journey in life, and this is something I spoke about this morning in my earlier video. The sacred journey in life. Again, we're all on this sacred journey. We've come together for a reason. and a mission. And sometimes having to integrate, as we're integrating the current energies, integrating a higher sense of consciousness and awareness, sometimes that can be challenging to us in our everyday life as we're integrating higher into a fifth dimension consciousness. How do we integrate that into our everyday lives? Because some people around us are still operating at a lower frequency. And as I said this morning, it's very important just to be as we are, just to be in our everyday space, and just to go with the flow of everything. So the oak tree, as I say, is very much the masculine energy that's coming in. And as we are approaching the 1111 gateway, it's very important to embrace the masculine, because this year has been very much around the masculine. And as I'm connecting with the masculine, I'm also connecting with the Grail, the Holy Grail, and the Knights Templars and King Arthur's court, and all that beautiful energy that surrounds the masculine. And as the divine feminine have been activated and had their year last year, we as the feminine are empowering the masculine to rise up once more, to heal and shift the past and to move forward. It's very important, as we're entering that greater sense of balance, we enter a beautiful state of harmonization. Harmonization frequencies has been very much the role within this current year. Harmonization and balance go hand in hand, and the more that we are raising up our frequency, our vibration, we become more aware of the harmonization frequencies. Harmonization frequencies, as we're evolving and growing, go hand in hand with the Mahatma energy, the 0 point energy. And this is something I often teach because I'm working with this beautiful energy and light. Harmonization frequencies, you're connecting with sacred sounds and vibrations coming in from the universe. So it's very important. And upon this ascension, it's quite interesting. It's quite interesting because this morning I pulled out a card for channeling. And I noted after I played my video back, this card here became a silent card. I've got somebody else trying to message me over. Whoops, just bear with me a moment. Somebody's messaging me over. Do apologise. I'm being bombarded by my messenger. I'm so well loved. So I have pulled this card out, and it became a silent card, and it's the hidden path. And this is very much the energy that I work with Horus. And I said to Horus, why did this become not mentioned or hidden, because I was supposed to have included this with my channeling? And he said because it was a hidden card, hidden path, hidden card. So I said, okay, so what does this mean? Now, this is very much about the marriage between spirit and matter. And it reminded me of the work that I'm doing with Horus, and I've been doing this tirelessly with Horus, and I'm also his trance and transfiguration medium and stuff like that. worked and walked the path with Horus over eons. It's a marriage of spirit and matter. So it kind of reminded me of the relationship that Horus and I have, because we walk side by side. Him being spirit and I'm being in the matter, sort of kind of thing. So, but also as the relationship that Horus and I have, it's also connecting spirit and matter, but also as a medium, and any one of you listening to me at the moment will agree with me. A medium is the conduit for the spirit world. So basically, our role is to integrate spirit and matter, and bring the messages in from the spirit world here to the earth. So all those who are channeling are working tirelessly as mediums, bringing the messages in, giving readings, connecting to spirits, allowing spirit to come through to bring messages of love and healing to the loved ones, to those of us who are on the earth, ensuring that there is no death, only life eternal, as Horus would rightly say. He also, as rightly keeps reminding me, and Spirit World wants to remind us all, that there are no veils. The veils is an illusion. Spirits are very much at work with each and every one of us. And as we are evolving and growing, and we raise our vibration, and we connect further into the fifth dimensions, we become more aware of the spirit world. It's just because you are reaching that crystalline, going above the crystalline, when you are actually going up and beyond the fifth dimension. And it's, again, raising consciousness. Okay. Around us, many of us become more aware intuitively of our abilities. Okay. We become more aware of Akashic records. This is something that I try to do on my mentorship program, is I help people to connect with their own Akashic records, because even on the Akashic records, we all have that ability. It's just knowing how to tap in to that divine information, because the more we connect with our Akashic records, the more we are able to help to heal ourselves, to understand ourselves, but also to understand our own personal pathway. Again, embracing the areas of healing is another attribute as we're connecting higher into that fifth dimension. So the more we go into the fifth dimension, we are able to anchor our abilities and our attributes. And the more we go into our Akashic records, we are able to activate more of our abilities from our past lives, to understand why we are drawn to certain situations, to certain abilities, and again, for example, for those people who may have had past life as a medicine woman or a high priestess and stuff, like, all those little traits. If you've had past lives in those areas, can you just imagine being an ancient soul, gathering all that information, your soul is actually gathering this information over time. So, and then you are able, through higher consciousness, to be able to bring those attributes back into this lifetime to serve humanity. So that in itself is a blessing. But this hidden path, again, you see, I'm speaking about the hidden path because the hidden path is actually going out, coming out of your unknown, coming out from, and connecting out, coming out from your comfort zone and entering into a realm that is unknown. The hidden path is a path that I definitely follow on my journey in this lifetime. I do venture out into the unknown, even though I have a consciousness of it, but the wider may not have an awareness. So sometimes if you look at things that happen, and again, it may happen, as I say, it happens to many of us. We might do things on our spiritual paths, and we may not understand how it has just been done, and you go, oh my God, that's just happened to me and I don't know what's happened here. So that often can happen to most of us. What I'm going to do is I am going to ask Horus if he'd like to come in, because he's very strong with me right now. Okay, and I'm going to ask him if he would like to come through. So, first and foremost, I'm working very much in a golden light. Sometimes I can actually change the energy as I'm moving backwards and forwards. And I want to show you a little bit of the energy that changes, a little bit of light fluctuations that's going on. And the reason why I'm doing this is because there's a lot of energy around me. Okay, so I just want to do this. At the moment, also, I'm activating all of you that are watching at the moment to a higher sense of energy and light, because this is fully a very high frequency energy that I'm in. So what I want to do is I'm going to ask Horus to come through, and basically I'm going to ask him to come through in trance because he's very present. So what sometimes will happen, the energy will change, my face might change. It takes time for him to come through. I step aside, he comes in. Okay, and this is more of a collective message that he will come in. Okay, and it's like trance. It's a form of trance. It's trance transfiguration, basically. A lot of people may see me change the energy and so forth. Depends on how open you are to see him come through. But I'm inviting him in. His energy is very much around at the moment. So I'm just letting you know, it's just a little bit, you see, the energy is now changing. Okay, so this is what happens with me at the moment. A lot of energy around here. Right, so I'm going to ask Horus to come in. I'm just going to set myself to one side and I'm inviting Horus through. Okay, so you'll see me in that moment where my eyes will be shut. I'm taking myself, aligning myself. I go out, he comes in. So I'm just going to now prepare myself and my energy. So it will take a little bit of time for him to come in and to integrate. So I'm now inviting Horus to come through. to come forth at this hour to grant dispensation and blessing to you all. We delight in the progress that many of you are making upon your ascension path. We understand the struggles of many of you at this time. The energy has been vast. Great activity has been taking place within this system of worlds. Major alignments have been taking place within this galaxy. Neptune has entered now into Pisces, bringing forth a great sense of balance. Number frequencies resonating to balance and harmony at this time is very important with the given energy. Let's take a look at Pisces. Pisces represents two fish. We look at the two fish, one representing salt, the other one fresh water. One fish represents matter, the other represents spirit. So, my message to you all at this time is to enter and align and focus on greater sense of balance within your everyday life. We are also focusing on the integration of polarity within this system of worlds and upon your planet as a whole. And this, with the current energy and status, gives us a great opportunity to focus on integration or polarity, to come forth into a greater sense of oneness. For back in the ancient times, in the golden days of Lemuria and Atlantis, all worked within the law of one. We are now moving forth with the energy to integrate this greater understanding. For as we move forward and further deeper into the Ascension, all souls working in a higher light and vibration shall understand the importance of the law of one. It is very important as you move forward into a greater sense of enlightenment. That you connect with yourself, connect with your hearts, for when you focus upon yourself and focus upon your heart space, much more will unfold. Understanding thyself, understanding why you have agreed to come forth to be part of this great celebration here upon the earth and within the system of worlds as a whole. And understanding the work and the role that lies ahead. For indeed, it gives me great joy to come forth at this time to give address to you all and to encourage you every step of the way. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. And thank you to Horus as well. Okay. I also want to finish now again by just connecting to the earth and sending healing out to all that is in need at this time. And I want to say thank you very much to you all. Thank you.